Good morning. Jairam here, and welcome to Almas Market Morning. Uh, so we had US CPI, which was very keenly looked forward to by the market, and as expected, it came higher, particularly on the year-on-year side. Um, on the month-on-month, it was slightly lower than expected. There has been a mixed reaction by analysts to the data. Some people feel that we may be nearing the peak of the CPI. That's why the part of the market was actually bullish on the stocks, and we saw all the US indices go higher, and then even yields came down. But at the same time, Fed reaction is yet to be seen. We will get to know about it when they meet tomorrow and day after. Because of the meeting imminent, no Fed official is expected to or allowed to speak before the meeting. So that's why it's a blackout period. That's why we are not got any reaction from them. Overall, I feel since the COVID is still in play, supply chain issues are likely to persist, and it is difficult to assume that we have seen the worst of the inflation. So Fed should be on the path of normalization on both the asset purchases and the interest rates as well in the coming months. Otherwise, dollar had a slightly weaker day. Again, it's more to do with positioning and also key levels where we are trading. Euro definitely found very good floor below 1.12, and market seems to be quite long on the dollar against the euro. On the pound, below 1.32 is another good support on the chart. FIBO level and also weekly charts show that pound should have a better outlook for the next couple of weeks until the BOE meets next time. Also, there is a news that UK and EU are closer to resolving some of their issues regarding the fishing rights, etc. France has actually considered some of their tough stand. Last week's weak data from UK has been discounted, so we will wait for their CPI data, which is due on Wednesday. That will have some, some say in the next policy meeting of MPC. Unlikely that UK is going to hike rate or cut the asset purchases, which is on balance because of the new COVID variant, where they have already gone into restrictions. But all said and done, UK pound is likely to have some relief rally in the coming days. Dollar yen also, after hitting 115, it's not been able to breach 114. So we will see dollar yen also drifting lower because of year-end factors and the profit taking by Japanese investors on their overseas investments. Gold is really in a non-tradable range between 1750 and 1790. So I think we are actually winding down for the year in respect of many of the markets. We'll have, unless there is a big news, unlikely to see any trendy moves. But dollar, because it's hugely long on the market side, can see some downward correction. We also have lots of central bank meetings this week. Fed, then ECB, BOJ, Norway, and about 10 EM central banks are also meeting. So it's going to be more of a policy-driven market this week. On the rupee, we had the Indian industrial production data for October, which came at 3.2. Market was expecting 4%. That anyway, market does not give so much importance to industrial production as far as India is concerned, because a lot of volatility is seen in the series, and also base effect plays a big part. We'll be more keenly looking at the CPI this month, which will be released today evening. Expectation is for a rise of 5.1%, but some don't rule out a much higher number in the coming months. So it's important to see the trending rather than one number. So we may not have too much of reaction if it comes as per market expectation, but definitely we will wait and see the outcome in the next few meetings. Rupee took out stops at above 75 and then seems to have met some selling. Now again, it depends on what PSU banks do, because they have been instrumental in pushing it higher, and coupled with the FII outflow and also some corporate buying. So to get back to lower levels, we need PSU banks to stay away. And exporters are interested to sell, but we're not seeing any big inflows being talked about. So I think we slip into a range between 75.40 and 75.85 probably. But again, if 75.85 last week's high is broken, we should head above 76. Thank you.
Thanks, CK. So finally, the US CPI numbers, much expected numbers, came on Friday, and it came at 0.8% per month on month, a little lesser than expected of 0.9%. Despite such higher inflation, also 10-year and 2-year yield are hovering around 1.50 and 0.70% per annum. So not much change in the market. Post this CPI data, market has started pricing first rate hike in May 2022 and total 3 hikes in 2022. So end of the FY calendar year 22, the US Fed rate is likely to be around 75 basis. Equities markets are generally continuing to climb over a wall of worries, whether it's the end of stimulus program by US, whether it's rate hikes or Omicron-related concerns in UK and Europe, or Fed meeting. They continue to make high. S&P is dealing almost 25-30 points lower than the all-time high. Today morning, Asian currencies are marginally stronger. USD CNH at 6.3650, Korean won at 1178, and Indonesian rupee at 14.350. So these are broadly stronger. Indian bond markets were almost unchanged on Friday. Bitcoin, the leading crypto, is dealing below 50,000, which is 2% lower than the Friday. It reacted to US CPI number. And finally, the new Miss Universe 2021 is from India, Miss Harnas Sandhu, and who has been presented as a Miss Universe after 21 years. The last one was Lara Datta. Thank you. Have a nice day.